Have you ever wondered how to craft a chatbot that not only talks, but truly engages with your audience? Dive right in with me as right now we're gonna dive into the nuts and bolts of setting up the web chat connection. Whether you're curious about messenger bots or Instagram bots or keen to play around with the web chat, this tutorial has got you covered. And the best part, you'll soon discover how to seamlessly integrate OpenAI, making your chatbot smarter and intuitive without needing to be a tech wizard or knowing about APIs or anything. So get ready to unlock the potential of AI in chatbots and transform the way you interact online. Let's jump into the world of chatbot building. When you sign in, you're going to come to this account page here. It's showing you basically how do you want to connect the first time. I'm just going to, for the moment, connect web chat. I just find that's the easiest way to connect from the get. But if you have the concept of, okay, no, I want to go right into Messenger, you can do that as well. I just like to start with web chat because it allows me to build and play without having to connect it to anything necessarily just yet. So we're going to do web chat. This is basically what your account's going to look like. Obviously, you just started, so you don't have any analytics to show, but you can see there's a pretty robust analytics here that's going to show you how you're doing. We're going to head over to our settings. And this is really where the magic is going to start for you. Starting with the basics, we would want to go through our general stuff. You want to go with wherever you are either located or who you're targeting. I'm in the United States. I have English as my primary. Make sure your account time zone is correct. You can change your brand color. You can customize it. Now, everything's kind of customized. You can also go into development mode. This is one of those features that I think is amazing. It's these little details that really make you believe and understand that the people behind the scenes of this platform are builders themselves. They've been in our shoes because this is something you would want if you were building for a client, for instance. So we can actually go into development mode, which means the bot's only going to work for your admin, but I'm going to keep that off for now, only simply because I have it as a web chat, just like I mentioned before. So then we go to our channels. This is where you could connect at any time your channels. Then we have our integrations. We're going to spend quite a bit of time in this AI and not only connect, but it's literally already connected. Gives you an API. So you don't even have to know anything about APIs. If you're like, what the heck is an API? How do I do it? It sounds so complicated. If that's giving you a headache, don't even sweat it. You have a basic API here. You could start doing the AI right away. And that's what this is. This is your AI connection. So you're going to go into this, and this is where you're going to put your business information. Now, I'm going to point you to another video that's going to show you how to use ChatGPT to create a knowledge base for your AI, and that's what you would put here. But for now, you can keep it as it is, or you can even say something to the effect of, just keep it simple. You're Pam or whoever, the AI assistant for this page. You're friendly and helpful. And then we have functions. We'll talk about those later. But basically, the main function we always want to have connected is connect user to human. Because what that allows us to do is if somebody asks a question the AI is not able to answer, or if the user is asking to speak to an actual human, that's going to allow us to do that. Then we have under more options, we have our models here. You have access to GPT 3.5 as part of the standard API. Now you can use your own API and you can upgrade that by going and signing up with OpenAI and paying for it. And then you can get 4, which gives you a little bit more power. But if you're just a beginner, if you're just getting started, you really just need this because we're going to train up our AI. So you don't need a whole lot of other bells and whistles. All right. So everything else looks good. Continue. So now you've connected the AI. You have now a functional, not fully functional, but a functional ChatGPT powered AI assistant. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now we have other features here that we can discuss, but I'm going to leave it at that for now because right now I just want to give you the overview. Okay, so you can also connect your Google Sheets, Google Calendar, your Outlook calendar. You obviously have your Zapier, Digiflow, which honestly, I don't even think you need anymore. You could do PayPal, you could do Stripe, and then 11 Labs, which allows you to use AI generated voices. It's amazing. You should definitely check it out. I'm going to have videos about that soon, but those are all the options, which is really solid because you do not see all these sort of options in any other chatbot that I've seen, at least at this level. All right, so this is where you're going to put your admin. You can have an admin team. These are the people who work in the chatbot, and then you have your inbox team. These are the people who manage the messages themselves. And then you have some customization. You could put some translations in here. Honestly, if you are connected to ChatGPT, you already have a multilingual chatbot, because when you connect it to OpenAI and ChatGPT, you are now connected to that power of having over 50 worldwide languages that the user can snap between, Spanish and Japanese and German or whatever. And the chatbot will pick up on that and immediately go into speaking and writing in that language. You can also have a native cart, which is amazing. Now that we kind of understand the back end, we're going to go to the flows. Let's just go to welcome message here. If you're brand new to chatbots and you've never worked on any other chatbot platform, then you just need to understand the basics, right? So there was a world when we would actually build everything out step by step. It was kind of bananas, to be honest. And what I mean by that is that we would have our welcome message and maybe like, okay, this is my button. We would have, now it's going to go to another message, and then that's connected. And then once you see there's the connection. And then once this message goes, then we'll go to another message or another action. And so it would be this very long and drawn out process. We don't really have to do that anymore, although it does give us a lot more control. What we can do now is we can remove this welcome message if we want. So from here, there's actually two ways to look at this. We could just leave it at this and then set up our default message, which is the message that is sent to somebody when they just comment in our chatbot. We can set the default message to our OpenAI chatbot. Or what we can do is we could just delete this completely. Check this out. And we can go into our actions, click on OpenAI. We're going to click on this here. And this is where we have some control. Now, there's a lot of fun things we could do in here. We're going to keep it simple for this first one and just generate text, a little back and forth. This is where you're going to put your prompt. Basically, this is that knowledge base that you've built on what you want this AI to know about your business or whatever it is they're going to be chatting with people about. So this is where you're going to put all that information. And then where are we going to save these responses? So what we're talking about here is when the AI, the ChatGPT, responds with an AI generated answer, it needs to be saved in what's called a custom field. It's basically just a file folder where we save content. That way it can then be shared, right? So there's already stuff in here. This was already in here. They made it really easy for you. Trust me, this is way better than how I had to do it back in the day when I had to think of all this stuff. It's going to save you so many steps. So we're going to call it AI output because that's what it's going to be sending back out. And we're going to keep our connect to human function here just in case they want to talk to a human. Now that's ready to rock. Let's say we put in our knowledge base, but we're not done yet. We're going to add text. We're going to look for AI output just like that. All right. Boom. That's it. We're going to publish this. And now I'm going to go up here. I'm just going to say preview. It's going to say, do you want to do a web chat preview? If you have other things connected, you'll see other things connected here. Continue. Now we're in. You can see I have a little, hello, how can I assist you today? What do you want to learn about? Making sushi. I don't know why I even said that because it hasn't been trained on anything. So I'm basically talking to ChatGPT right now, right? All right. Of course. I'd be happy to help you learn about making sushi. So it's telling me a bit about, sure, I can help you. If you upgrade the API, you can make this faster. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There's a lot of flexibility here, but here's all the steps. And again, if I would have trained this AI on, let's say, a barbecue business, then it would not answer like this. It would say, you know what? We're not here to help with sushi. We are a barbecue spot. Well, we can answer any question you have about barbecue, right? So just keep that in mind. Let me show you something really cool before we end this demo. Tell me how to say thank you in Japanese. Check this out. I did not train this thing on Japanese, okay? It's just already trained on language, right? There you go. Arigato. This is just an example of an untrained ChatGPT powered AI. That's all you need to do. The only thing we need to change here is to make it our own, is to train our AI with a knowledge base.